Hello, everyone. Welcome to my first official YouTube video. And I am nervous, excited, full of anticipation, don't know what to expect. A little bit unsure whether I should be doing this or not, but also motivated and inspired. So I wanted to share with you all how this has all come about, what I'm here to tell you, how I can help you, hopefully, and hopefully give you a better idea of what this channel is going to be about. So I've decided to call this YouTube channel, or what I'm going to call a vlog, I've decided to call it The Life of a Life Coach. And I've been going through a transformation in my own life. And as a life coach, I'm a transformative coach. So I help people on a deep level sort of transform their life, right? So help people figure out what it is that they want to do. That would be performance coaching, perhaps even a little bit development coaching, but then really deeply diving into what their values are, what their beliefs are, how they can turn it around so that their thoughts and their mindset is going to set them up for success. And I've been doing this for about 5 years. And in 2018, I'd returned to the UK after being abroad for 4 years in Dubai and backpacking mostly in Southeast Asia for on and off. I came to Europe for a little bit, went to Germany and Switzerland in between. So that was about 3 years. And I've always been someone who has been really passionate and motivated, and I'm 100% a doer. Like, I just want to get stuff done. And sometimes I'm in that frame of mind, so much so that I forget to slow down. And I wanted to take a moment to set up this channel because I've been posting recently on LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is a great business platform. If you're someone who's looking to build your business, build your network, LinkedIn is a great place to start. And I have found it really, really useful. And I should give a mention to Helen Tudor, who has a 5-day free LinkedIn challenge. So she has really helped me get into the mindset and setting up my LinkedIn. And one of the things I realized is I now have a space where I can share with you all my business persona, my business mask, right? Let's be honest, everyone on the internet, they all wear a mask, and there is so much highly edited stuff. I am all about authenticity. And when I was thinking about what am I actually going to put on my YouTube, I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to make this as authentic as possible, and whoever resonates with it, resonates with it. You know, I stand by my values of integrity, honesty, whether you like the honest truth or not. You know, I am always objective. I've always got an open ear, and I believe that I am very empathetic as well. And that serves me well in what I do in business. And what I wanted to use this space on YouTube for was to really give you a bit of a behind the scenes. And it came to me because I was thinking about when I very first became a life coach. So I'd done a transformational coaching diploma. It took me about a year to do. It cost me like over $6,000, right? It was one of the biggest investments I've ever made in my life. And it was also the best investment that I've ever made in my life. 100% it's transformed my life. And when I did this diploma, excuse me, I've got my tea here. So I'll be sipping my tea throughout. But when I did this transformational diploma, I needed to get some clients. So when you qualify for an accredited course, you have to do 40 hours of free, you have to do 40 hours of training. Whether you charge for those or not is entirely up to the life coach, transformative coach, whatever. So I started off by speaking to my network. And I spoke to loads of friends, and I was like, guys, I'm doing this transformative coaching, life coaching. I'm going to start helping people who are feeling stuck and at a crossroads and don't know what to do with their life, and try and help them get vision and purpose. And I'm on this path and everything's amazing. And one of my friends brought me down to earth, and he was like, what do you know about life? Like, you're not an expert. And I thought, oh my God, this is how people perceive life coaches, you know. And I know from myself, having since then seen the boom of life coaches, particularly during COVID, that there are so many, I don't want to say fraud coaches, because look, everyone has something that they want to share, right? Everyone has some value, right? It just depends on what type of a coach you are, right? No coaching is better than another. They're all different and they all have their own merits. But this friend had said this to me and it really triggered me, because I was like, what am I going to do? Like, people have this perception that I don't know what I'm doing with my life and I'm trying to set up this business. And I had all these imposter syndromes going on and I was like, I'm a fraud. I can't do this. I need a website. I need to do Facebook. I need to do Instagram. And I think so many people have this problem. Even if you're not a coach and you're trying to set up a business, there's all this information online and it's really hard to cut through all that noise and really decide what methodology and what funnel or whatever it is going to actually work for you. So I've decided that I wanted to sort of show a little bit of behind the scenes on YouTube of what actually is going on, because 100%, I'm not an expert in life. Like, I can hold my hands up and say that. And anyone that says they've nailed life clearly is not evolving and growing and into personal development in their own life. Because if you're into personal development, you realize that things go wrong. And it's all about the tools that you have, the toolkit that you have as an individual to manage and respond to those situations. And I'll give you an example. Right now, cost of living crisis, everything's going up in price. No one can afford to go on holiday. Bills are going up. I've got 4 bills right now that have all gone up in the last few weeks. And there's this thought of like, you know, the government's against us and this and that. And, you know, this is like undercurrent, I feel, in society. And if you know, right? This is not something I can like explain really that well, but there's almost like an undercurrent, an uprising sort of simmering in society where people are not happy. People are wanting to get passive income streams, earn more money, look into crypto, challenge the status quo, you know, fighting for 4-day work weeks, mental health, mental well-being, all these buzzwords, right? And I think I just want to share with you this journey, because it's going to be a journey. 100%, whatever journey I'm on right now, it's going to be a journey. But I feel that I am going through a transformation, and I have been through many transformations in my life, and it's exciting, right? For some people, when you start off, it can be really daunting and really challenging, but it's taken me so much work to get to this point. And 1 year ago today, I never would have been able to do this video. 100%, I would have been like, no one's going to watch it, no one's going to listen to it. But right now, I don't care if one person listens to it, even if it's my mum or my sister. You know, if this adds value to one person's life, then I am happy. This is the starting point. And ultimately, life is a journey. We should be embracing the journey. And one of the most beautiful things that I heard was that life is flow. And when you embrace the flow of life, then you can really be at peace with the present. Now, I'm making this video while I'm actually procrastinating on doing my website. And my website has been touch and go for about 5 years. I had a website, I didn't have a website, I had a website again, I then got a job and I had a non-compete, so I got rid of the website, and I've been struggling to get myself in tune and in line, aligned with what it is that I actually want to do. So I want to talk to all of you on YouTube as if you're my best mate. That's basically what I want to do. I want to talk to people on LinkedIn about networking and business, and I want to talk to you guys on YouTube as if you're my best mate. So that's what I'm going to do. Some of you are going to like that, some of you aren't, and that's fine. And I think that's a lesson for all of us, right? You can't please everyone all the time. And if you're trying to please everyone all the time, then you're not really pleasing anyone, especially yourself. And I think it's that introspection that we all need to have, and self-awareness to help us be guided in the right direction. Now, I had so many ideas for this video. Honestly, I've got like lists. Sometimes stuff grows arms and legs, and I've got lists and lists and lists. And I'm thinking, should I talk about the time I nearly died? Like, should I talk about the time that I became a dive master? Should I talk about the time that I moved to Dubai? Should I talk about the time that I became a life coach? We all have moments in life where they're like pivotal moments, and you almost get this realization of, not even an aha moment, like this eureka moment where everything transforms and you can't go back to how it was before. Like you almost, too much. Right? You perhaps, starting to run a business, and then you see all these funnels and you see all these people doing advertising on YouTube, and then you do a course and it clicks. You go, oh yeah, I realize how that's done now. That just seems so obvious. I just don't have the toolkit to do it. But we all have an awareness, perhaps, on some level that we are being marketed to, right? We all know that we sit behind the screens and watch the content, and those views then pay the person, if they've got quite a few views, to actually produce their content, right? That's how people are making a living. And one thing that grates my gears, and I'm probably going to turn people off already, but one thing that really grates my gears is watching YouTube channels that talk about investing, and they're like, I'm 25 and I'm retired. No, you're not. You're doing content creation, right? You're making money from your videos. And there's this almost like contradictory, dichotomy of like two ideas that are both complementary to each other, but also perhaps create a sense that the internet is not authentic, if that makes any sense at all. So yeah, this has given me just a starting point. I don't know what's going to happen next. I could probably film this for another 8 minutes. I don't know. So the other thing that I have been thinking about recently, I guess, is, or maybe I should just share with you actually how this has all come about, because I talk about having been a life coach for 5 years, but I've been a financial coach for, about 5 years. So once I did my transformational diploma, I decided to do a course in certification in financial coaching. And financial coaching is very, very different. Financial coaching is more performance-based than transformative life coaching. And the space that I operate in is merging the two. And I don't think there are many coaches in the UK, and I'm sure some of you are going to write below and be like, this person does it. If anyone even does watch this, I'm sure someone will be like, yeah, I know this person that does it. And maybe there are people out there, but what makes me unique is my life experience. So I'm actually going to do another video on it. I wanted to talk about redundancy, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. So, hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. If you're watching this, please tell me what you'd love to hear. What challenges are you facing in your life? I'd really like this to be like a two-way platform. For me, social media is social. And even though we don't know each other yet, I'd love for you to know a little bit more about me and for me to help you. I'm all about helping, and this platform for me is not about business. This platform for me is about sharing with you life journeys, ideas, concepts, challenges, just everything, just life of a life coach. Why not, eh? Why not? I don't know, maybe there's someone else already doing it out there. There probably is, but yeah, I hope that you join this journey with me. I hope you join the ride. It's going to be exciting. I can't guarantee how often I'm going to do these videos. I haven't decided yet. And one of the realizations that I had is that you can't put pressure on yourself. You cannot put pressure on yourself. And I've had coaching myself, and I've 100% broken down in those sessions. And I was coaching someone yesterday who cried in one of my sessions. So many people cry in my sessions, And that is okay. That is 100% okay if you are going to cry in one of my sessions. In fact, I encourage it, right? If you need to grieve, if you need to let go, if you need to just release, I think the coaching space provides that supportive nature, right? If you have the right coach. And this person I was coaching yesterday kept apologizing. They kept saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm crying, I'm so sorry. And it's okay. It's okay to cry. It's 100% okay to cry. In fact, if you need to let it go, you should be crying, right? Like sometimes we need to go through that process in order to come out the other side. You know, otherwise we keep all this stuff, just this stuff so deep inside of us, and we don't let it go. We just let it manifest and sit, and then it grows inside of us, and we carry this baggage. We just carry all these thoughts, and we're just not good enough. And, you know, I've got this shame inside of me, and it's okay to feel like that. Like, you know, I don't think people say it often enough, you know, and I had a reflection after that coaching session because I told this person not to cry, and I realized, and this is being a coach and being reflective, it's more helpful to tell someone it's okay to cry than not to cry. And I should have done that yesterday, but I'm a coach too, and I'm learning, you know. In the moment we say things, and then we look back on it and we go, why did I say that? You know, and it kind of like lingers in our head, and you just have to let those thoughts go. You know, you have to be able to not pass judgment on yourself. Maybe we'll talk about judgment in another video. But the lesson from this is that if you need to let it go and you need to cry, it's totally 100% okay to cry. And hopefully it helps you, you know, in some way, maybe not in that moment, but maybe the day after, a week after, a month after, you know, something will come of that moment. And I believe that if someone has shown up to a session and they are willing to give their all and prepared and ready for the change, you know, then that is a natural part of the process. And I don't want to say I love to see people cry, but what it shows that we care, right? It shows that we perhaps are carrying more stuff than we thought we were. And if anyone's not familiar with coaching, it absolutely changed my life, more so than mentoring or counselling or any other type of therapy that I've done. And I think that's because there's a lot of different schools of thought, but for me, I use Carl Rogers' person-centered theory, which was founded in sort of the 1980s. And it's very different to counselling, which sort of works in psychodynamic theory and CBT. What I do does touch on CBT, which is cognitive behavioural therapy as well. But I think one of the things about person-centered theory is that you are really focusing on the individual. Whereas if you are a mentor, you're basically taking what you've done and using that template and going, oh, I've found success and I'm going to teach that success to other people. And a lot of business coaches call themselves business coaches, but actually they're business mentors, because what they're doing is they've gone, I feel like this process has worked for me, and so now I'm going to teach you the template. That's not coaching, that is mentoring. That is, I've done it and now I'm going to show you how to do it. Counselling, on the other hand, is more like, we're going to explore what happened in your past and all of these traumas that happened in your childhood and figure out how it got to you to the moment you are now. Now, that's great if you've got trauma and you want to work through that. There is, you know, numerous benefits to counselling. But for me personally, I find that coaching explores what's going on for you now and where you want to get to. And it's that trajectory that sets you up for success. Now, obviously, there's loads of mindset stuff that people need to work through, but it's that journey that I want to focus on. So, coming up to 20 minutes. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to be able to share with you more ideas like this and get my arse into gear, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you guys. So, thanks for watching. If you found this useful on any level, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and hope to see you in my next one.